Hi, I'm back with another great grilling sauce. This time it's Salsa Verde, or green sauce. This one's probably my current favorite for accompanying grilled steak. It's also good on a chicken breast or a fish fillet, but I think it's particularly good with grilled beef. And it stars, once again, Italian parsley. I'm going to need about a cup of this Italian parsley, and I don't have to go through and pick all the leaves off one at a time. I'm just going to cut right where it stops being leafy. This gets set aside, maybe used for stock, maybe tossed away. And I'm not going to use quite all of it yet. I'm going to put this big hunk into a food processor, or it could be a blender. Either way would work. And don't mind these little stems. They're actually full of a lot of flavor, and by the time this food processor is done with them, you're not even going to know that the texture was there. Now, that's the green in the Salsa Verde. A couple of other key ingredients. I've got some anchovies and capers. This is what gives it its Italian quality. And I know some people are a little queasy about anchovies and even capers. And these aren't really strong in the sauce. It's not an anchovy sauce or a caper sauce, but they really do boost the other flavors, the other ingredients. So use them unless you're really opposed, and then you can leave them out. It would still work quite well. Another important ingredient is an egg yolk. This is a hard-boiled egg yolk, and that's actually going to help to emulsify the sauce. When I add the liquid, the vinegar and the oil in a moment, the egg yolk is going to help to emulsify them or keep them together so they don't separate. I'm going to take these dry ingredients for a little ride just to get them pulverized. And then basically that's the foundation of the flavor. Give it one more. And I'm going to build a vinaigrette on top of that. So a vinaigrette is a vinegar and oil solution. It's usually about 1 part vinegar to 3 parts oil. I'm going to start with about 2 tablespoons of vinegar. That's red wine vinegar. For this part, I'm actually going to turn on the food processor and just drizzle in the oil as the blade goes round and round. That's going to help to emulsify it. And I'm just going to look down the tube to see if I'm getting the kind of paste that I'm looking for. It's going to look very much like a pesto, if you know what that looks like. A little bit lighter in color. And if you seem to be adding too much oil, then go back and add a little bit of vinegar so that it's balanced. Let me take a look at this now. It's getting close, but I still need to chop up the parsley a little bit more. Before I do that, I'm going to add a touch of salt. Not too much, though, because there's quite a bit of salt in the capers and also in the anchovies. And some pepper. And that's it for the ingredients. So we're almost done. Just get it down to the consistency you like. And like so many other great grilling sauces, this one can be done a day or so ahead of time, kept in the refrigerator covered. And, you know, I'd say bring it out an hour or so before you want to serve it. It's going to taste better that way. You might have to stir it a little bit just before you serve it because the oil may have separated out overnight. But I tell you, if you've got sort of an ordinary chicken breast or a fish fillet or even better, a steak, it just perks the whole thing up. It gives it a lot of depth. It's more of a condiment than a sauce in my mind, but whatever you call it, I think it tastes great. So there you have it, Salsa Verde, another great grilling sauce.